Hi everyone, hope you guys are all doing very well. I just wanted to do a quick video discussing the future of American copper penny hoarding, particularly as it relates to whether or not the American penny will go the way of the Canadian penny, in that it will be terminated and ultimately withdrawn from circulation. I get this question quite a bit in the comment section, also through some private messages, but I am pretty curious on the topic myself and have my own suspicions regarding the future of the American penny. But before I get into it, I just wanted to say that I have made the switch over to the new commenting system on YouTube, and everything seems to have been going fairly well so far. However, although I can comment on other videos, for some reason I can't reply to the comments on my own videos. So if I haven't replied to your comment yet, hopefully it gets fixed in the next couple of days, and hopefully sooner rather than later. But I will be commenting and replying to all of your comments that you've left. Again, too, I love commenting, and my position just is not only do I enjoy it, but if you've taken the time to comment, then again, too, the least I can do is to take the time and reply. So thank you very much, as always, for all of your comments. Now, let's get into this topic here. Again, the future of the American penny as it relates to coin roll hunting is pretty important, just because, of course, not only for actual coin roll hunting purposes, but just as it affects the overall coin roll hunting market that seems to be developing out there. And as I mentioned earlier, I do get quite a bit of questions regarding the future of the American penny. So I did do some research, and I was fortunate enough to come across this 2012 report. And the full title of the report is the 2012 Biennial Report to the Congress on the Current Status of Coin Production Costs and Analysis of Alternative Content. So when I found this, I was pretty excited because it's exactly what I was looking for. And it came out in December of 2012, so it is fairly recent. And if you were like me and were not familiar with this report before today, it basically, a piece of legislation in 2010 authorized the Secretary of the U.S. Treasury to conduct research and development into looking into whether or not they should change the composition of American coins currently in circulation. And again, too, they were doing that just hoping to further reduce the production costs of the coins. So when I first read this, I was pretty pessimistic, just because, you kind of want them to keep their eyes off the topic more than anything. Also, too, I made a video back in May of this year where, for lack of a better term, I was pretty bearish on the future of the Canadian nickel. So when I saw this, I was initially, pretty bearish on the future of just American coins in general, and hoping that they weren't going to go the way of the Canadian penny. But also, too, the legislation, it required the Secretary of the Treasury to make a report that addressed three areas. And those three areas were the production costs, and then also to use the production cost analysis to make recommendations to change the coin composition, and then any changes also to coin production. So really, as coin roll hunters, we're pretty focused just on the second area, which of course is going to be influenced by the overall production costs. So I'm not going to get into the report in too much detail. I'll leave a link in the description though. It is pretty interesting, not only for coin roll hunters, but also too if you're interested in coins generally. It would probably be a pretty interesting read for anyone interested in coins. And just scrolling down, the important parts that I looked at were just some of the highlights that they concluded when they started their research back in December of 2010. And the first most important highlight is point number 6. And they go on to say that at present, changes to the metals formulation of the 1 cent coin would not yield significant cost improvements over the current formulation. So I read that and I thought that that was great. Basically, what they're saying is the current zinc American cents, again, to go from zinc to another composition, again, they talk about steel and aluminum. again, to make that change is not really going to offer them any real price difference in production. So again, I read that and I thought that that was a really good point for coin roll hunters, particularly people who are focused in on the American penny. Again, too, if you're not aware, up here in Canada, we changed to the zinc penny in 1997, and we only had the zinc penny for 3 years until 1999. So, in the States, they haven't even gone to the steel penny, which we did back in 2000. So again, we're still in the zinc penny phase of the States, which hopefully is a good sign. And again, too, it signals that the American penny will be around for at least, a couple years here, in that they haven't looked into turning to steel just yet. So I thought that that was a great point. But also, too, there were some other great points made for coin roll hunters in the final recommendations for changes to coin composition. And basically, their main recommendation right now is that they have to perform additional work and try to get sufficient information to make further recommendations down the line. So again, basically what they're saying is they need to do more research before that they can fully commit to any composition changes, and that includes the nickels, again to which are currently copper nickels in the States, again to 75% copper, 25% nickel, and again that also includes the American penny, which is the zinc penny. And basically you're not too worried about the change in composition. What I would be worried about as an American copper penny coin roll hunter is that they're going to get rid of the penny. They're going to terminate it like they did up here in Canada. So based on this report, again too, I was pretty excited that it seems as though that there's not going to be any changes, not only to composition, but again, even more importantly, no changes to try to terminate and withdraw any denominations of coins, particularly the penny, from circulation. So again, unlike the Canadian nickel, where I'm pretty bearish on the future, and again, hopefully they don't get rid of it, but I could see them possibly get rid of the Canadian nickel within the next 5, maybe 10 years. I think that long term, again, just to keep the same stock market nomenclature, again too, I'm pretty bullish on the future for American coin roll hunting. So again, that's really good for us coin roll hunters, particularly if we're into copper pennies. So again too, I hope you guys found that interesting. Again too, hopefully it answered some questions, but again too, as always, go ahead and leave your comments in the comment section below, or any follow-up questions that you guys may have. Again too, I read the entire report, but if you don't want to take the time to read it, just go ahead and ask me some questions, and I'm more than happy to answer those questions. So again too, if you could like the video if you found it helpful, or also to subscribe to the channel if you feel like it. Again, my brother and I, we always appreciate you doing those things. So thank you so much for watching the video as always. I hope you guys have a great weekend as we head into the weekend here, as it's Friday. And again, as always, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next video. Bye for now.